Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, welcome to our job interview, brother. Okay, well, first, could you please tell me about yourself?
Well, first thing first, hi, introducing me. I am Farrel Baihaqi Aftah. People used to call me Aftah, and I am an Android developer, also an analyst, but also a public speaker. So, with my current status as an Android developer, I have a deep understanding, also proficient at Java and Kotlin programming language. And of course, I have a deep understanding of Android platforms. But also that I am a keen analyst. I'm able to observe any patterns and correlations, that also trends that can be useful in making a product and innovate it to a newer level. But I have an analytic skills, but also I am a public speaker, an expert at that. So I am able to confidently delivering my ideas, and because of my skills, I've been a sought after in a public speaking event or a workshop or even other events. Yes, I think that
Oh,
is.
that's fantastic, Mr. Aftah. Well, so I want to know about this point. So, what do you know about our company or our startup, and why do you want to work here?
Well, I've been following your company lately, and the thing that drawn me to your company is how you make AI to be a tool for a better life for humanity. And I'm confident that my skills currently will be useful in the making of your project.
Awesome. It's very convincing statement from Brother Aftah. Let's move to the next. I want to know about your project. So could you please give me an example of a project or accomplishment that you are particularly proud of?
Okay, so actually in a high school, I am a spearhead of a project that involves making local businesses connect with the customers. So in this project, we were able to up the percent of the local business by 20% and exceeding our expectation.
Wow, that's very great experience, Mr. Aftah. Okay, so how do you handle ambiguity and rapid changes in a startup environment?
Well, actually, this answers does have a connection with something that I mentioned earlier. Like I mentioned, we were building an application, right, for local businesses to connect with customer to enhance their presence. But after that, we suddenly noticed that we need to make changes, and we have to make it quick. So, me and my team think of a way of how to make it more user-friendly, and by that, I was able to more acknowledge that in a company, of course, you have to adapt, because it is very essential to know what is the current trends and what is the current technology that are being used.
Wow. Wow, so what technical skills or tools are you proficient in, and how can they benefit our startup?
Okay, so let's just go right to an example. So actually, in my latest internship, we were making a application for local animal shelters, and I was using a Firebase for making database and an interface that user friendly so that the adopter will know what is the current data of the dog and what is the current situation that it needs. So in the applications, of course, it is exceeding our expectation. Why? Because later when we make the applications, not far off, we were able to increase the adopt rate by 20%. And by 20%, I mean that is a lot, because before that the animal shelter doesn't get any customer lately. So yeah, I believe confidently that my skill in making an application and using a material IO in making a stunting design graphic and user interface will surely benefit to your company.
Wow, that's brilliant, Mr. Aftah. I want to know about this, Mr. Aftah.
Yes.
How do you prioritize tasks and manage your time in a fast-paced startup?
In a fast-paced startup. So the strategies that I've been using currently is, firstly, of course, I have to make a schedule for each task that I want to do. But before that, I have to set up a meeting with my team so that we can discuss about what is the current things that can be deliverable, and what is the current deadlines. I mean the deadlines that are for sure and not just makeups. And then after that, after making my schedule, of course I will take break throughout the days so to avoid getting burnout. And of course I have to navigate, or of course monitor my teams and tell them my progress so that I can identify any roadblocks. With these strategies, I've been able to overcome any obstacle and in the fast-paced current situations.
Oh, that's great. Okay, well, now could you please describe a situation where you had to work with a cross-functional team? So how did you ensure successful collaboration?
Oh, so how can I ensure a successful how can I ensure a success in collaborating? So to ensure that, of course, the key is to communicate. But not just that, we have to respect the diverse points of view, because many persons, of course, have many points of view, and we can just force our point of view to someone, because that's just not how it works. We have to communicate, and then with that, we have to learn and acknowledge that teamwork, respect, and careful planning will make a different impact on our project.
Wow. All right, Brother Aftah. So, how do you stay motivated and up to date with industry trends?
Oh, so this is a little bit of a story. Back then when I was in high school, I was interested in an AI, or in artificial intelligence, and I'm starting to make a project, and that is a chatbot. And I've been able to increase my skill and knowledge by following the current expert in artificial intelligence, and subscribe to their industry newsletter, and then following the trends, following the updates on what is new on the world of AI. And by using that strategies, I've been able to motivate it and up to date to the current situations, and I've been able to improving my current project, and that is a chat box.
Okay, well, could you please give me an example of a challenging situation at work and how you handle it?
Oh, so actually, in my latest internship, we were doing a project, right? It's a challenge because it was so sudden, and it has a tight budget with a very tight deadlines, and by that I mean deadly deadlines. And to overcome that, I've been searching on the internet, surfing on a company that meet the same scenario, and I'm analyzing their strategies, and then I suddenly noticed that what they use in that they're making a detailed budget, and then planning the project from start until the end. And by doing that, we were actually able to overcome that project in time. And what exceeding is, the project was a ultimate success in that time.
Wow, that's fantastic story. All right, we are going to have the last question for today's interview. So I want to know about your long-term career goals. What are your long-term career goals, and how do you see them aligning with our startup?
Well, you see, I've been interested in artificial intelligence, and that is AI. But sadly, I can't decide whether I want to be an Android developer or to be an AI expert. But not far from that, my long-term goals is to just learn more until in both of those major I can become expert in both of them. And why I can see that my plans are aligned with your company is because your company is a forefront in AI industry, and I believe I can learn from the experts, from professional in your company, and by that I can contribute to your success in your company.
That's brilliant. Mr. Aftah, thank you very much for your great interview.
Thank you too for having me.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Have a great time. We're looking forward for the next step later on. Okay, thank you for coming. Have a great day, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.